Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, the Clueless Luthier. I'm a little late on starting to work on some of my inlay experiments. Since the guitars, my first build is getting close to the point where I'm going to start dealing with the fretboard, I thought I'd better get on it. One of the ideas I've had, this is almost like a branding thing since we moved to Florida. I've thought about on the 12th fret, instead of putting the typical 2 inlays, of doing something like this is multiple copies, and hopefully you can see it, I don't know, of a palm tree. It's kind of become our insignia. I'm sure that's common. And I sized this so that it would fit well on a fretboard, vertically. Well, vertically if the fretboard's like this. I have a couple ideas of how I want to do it. One would be a very simple mother of pearl to pretty much match the other inlays. Another one would require resin and actually color it. And I haven't decided what I want to do yet. So this is where I'm going to start experimenting. So the first thing I have to do is route these out, because what I'm going to do is use crushed mother of pearl or calcite, crystal calcite. Certainly the crystal calcite if I'm going to color it. I might just practice with that just because it's less expensive and not waste the mother of pearl that I purchased. So let's get going. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, I printed all these out so I could have multiple copies, and why waste a sheet of paper? So first I'm just going to take this out. And best I can, I hope I'm not blocking too much of this, cut this out. Actually, I'm going to go this way first. I'll have to put some of the detail in later, I think. I'm just going to get the rough shape of it. Okay, I have experimented with this a little bit before, and this seems to work. I have, if I can get it in here, just general purpose spray adhesive, so it won't move around too much. And yeah, that was good. That's way too much, but give that a second. Wipe my hands off my failed attempt. Okay. Now, this is a piece of wood. Well, that was actually still too wet. Let's give it a second. Maybe it'll stick. This is a piece of wood I actually stained building sort of a bar area after we moved to the new house. And I wanted to use this because I want it's at least close to ebony. Certainly not exact. I wish I had a white lead pencil. In fact, I just ordered one. Seriously, like minutes ago. But it won't be here till tomorrow, and being impatient, I'm going to see if I can do this. If I can even see this mark, I don't know. If not, this may have to wait till tomorrow. We'll see. But I wanted to see what it would look like on darker wood, not just light wood. Sure, that didn't stick very well. What I might have to do is score this with a knife when I'm done, just to give it more visibility. Ooh. In fact, I'm going to try to use an awl. Let's see if this marks any better. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact. I just need to have a good outline. Just as a note, one of the things I purchased that have come in so helpful are these. It's even got a light that you can turn on so you can see what you're doing, and it just magnifies it about 1.5 times. So definitely use this for that. And my ear protection. And I have a, where is it? I'm starting with a 3/32 bit just to route out the majority. I'd stay away from the edges. I'll use a much smaller bit for that. So, also I have a light on this, which is an alternative too. Okay. So you can see a couple issues I already had. I messed up that setting and it went way deep here, which that's not a problem. I could always fill it. I had a little nick there, unfortunately, so I'm not sure. For the sake of this experiment, I might leave it. But now I'm going to switch to a smaller bit and try to get more detail built in. Okay, I put in a 3/64 inch bit to do some detail work. I think that's the smallest one I have, actually. And see if I can add some detail. I almost should move that glue. I'm going to do that. It's kind of hard to see. One more. I cleaned the glue off it a little bit. It makes it a little easier to see what I'm doing. And we're going to see if I can add some more detail now. Okay, in order to save on mother of pearl, this is an idea I actually saw on the video. And I will include a link to, well, the video I saw on this, so that you can watch someone that really knows what they're doing do it. I just want to fill this in a little bit. Maybe some, put a little super glue in. Just drop a little bit in here. Oops. Got a little bit of that dust up, didn't I? I'll scrape it out if I have to, but I wanted to try this anyway. Okay. Okay, I decided I wanted to see really what mother of pearl will look at like, instead of just being cheap. which is my norm. So what I'm going to do is start pushing it in to the shape. And I have it on this paper so that I can retrieve waste that I have to brush off, because you want to make sure you really get it in all the crevices. And you also have to leave it a little proud. So that you can sand it down. One unfortunate thing about this test is once I start sanding into the wood, I'm going to lose the color. So hopefully I'm going to have to maybe just use fine sandpaper and take it really slow. And just take some of the extra and push it off to retrieve it. No, not too much. Okay, I admit I'm not sure what too much is yet, but the thing is we can always fill in too if we absolutely have to. Okay. Oh, I see a spot right there that I want to, okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is drop this in. I use the thin stuff here so that I want it to drop down in and really seal it to the wood well, especially if this is going to be a fret, or on the fretboard, it's going to get some wear and tear. See a little bit right there. I think I want to add. Okay, I tend to use too much of this. And I have some accelerator. Okay, leave it at that. Okay, give this a minute to dry, and then I'm going to sand it off. Go to 180 grit. I definitely lost some material here, along the edges here. I'm going to try, see if I can get some fine. I can't remember how coarse I got this. Let me see. This is, oh no, this is fine. So I'm going to try. You can apparently like use a thicker super glue to fill some of these spots. But I want to try this first. And I am losing a lot of stain here. I may have to get some different wood to really test this well. So I'm going to try this. Actually, let's do an experiment. Let me get some thicker glue, since this is about learning anyway. A little bit more here. Oh, that is a lot. That's a fair amount thicker. It's just soaking a little more slowly. Well, I don't know. I'm going to try this too. Let's see if it'll fill some gaps. Okay. All right, I did some more sanding with some fine sandpaper. Obviously, the whole idea of having stain didn't work. But a couple of things I've noticed. Now here, I had some chip out here. I'm not sure why this is darker exactly. I have to figure that out. I'll have to look at that closer. Some of this along the edge, that's just stain that's still along the edge, I believe. And I missed in my routing. I really should have taken that out, but that's okay. So obviously I have some more practice to do
before I start cutting into an ebony fretboard. But I will do that on my own, and probably come back and show it when I feel like I've got it down. So that's enough for this attempt. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next experiment. Thanks. Bye.